And this is Weaponized.
So in this last 5 years, so much tremendous change. The public has energized Congress, major media, but there is considerable pushback. We've been saying publicly for a while now, the closer you get to the truth, the closer you get to the goods, the harder the pushback is going to be. And it's not only from within the military and the Pentagon, and people don't want this to be taken seriously. It's their emissaries in the public sector, debunkers, who, all right, Tic Tac is a bird, it's a seagull, it's flare, it's afterburners, it's a drone, it's a balloon, you know, all those things. Let's see what sticks. They'll throw all that stuff out. And we saw the same thing with all the 2019 incidents that we're going to talk about. The efforts to debunk this stuff, you see those kinds of excuses against the testimony of somebody like Commander Fravor, Commander Underwood, Ryan Graves, people like that, credible people who are there, who see it, who are experienced. They know what their equipment and their eyes are showing them, are telling them. And yet these people try to debunk this stuff. You mentioned about media pushback. New York Post has a headline. What does it say? 2019 cases all explained.
Okay, so let's get to the brass tacks. One of the big things that I wanted the three of us to talk about is what actually happened in 2019 off the West Coast. Why this is important to George and myself is because we broke that story. We broke that story together over. So for everybody that doesn't know about it, in 2019. In the summer, there was a series of workups that were going on off the coast of California. So, you know, basically we had about 10 Navy warships that were prepping for departure. And during that time, during that workup, there was a 3-night period where there was continuous swarms of unidentifieds simultaneously around 10 Navy warships that I know of. And it was such a dramatic event. And wow, we were like, wow, this is incredible. And then luckily we were able to, George and I were able to get a lot of footage. It was part of a UFO internal report. We were able to put out slides from that report, images, videos, 9 pieces of corroborative visual evidence. George brought in these 3 images from the East Coast, and we dropped them basically all in the same few days. And then on the West Coast, which is 2019, you know, it was UFO. People on the ships, is UFO event series. Now, we have done a lot of work in the meantime, and I've consulted with you on a lot about these, just, you know, personally, that there was a lot of witnesses to this. Now, a lot of witnesses have said, you know, Jeremy, I want you to know what happened. Here we go. We're going to go through it all. But, you know, I'm not coming forward. I'm not going to talk about it, right? Now, you weren't involved in the 2019 series of events, but I think it's really important that here is now a case that the public can really sink their teeth into. And I maintain that we provided the best we could, what I would consider a dream case. We have thermal imagery, we have IR, infrared, we have radar footage, and we have what I call deck footage, is normal optics from the deck of a boat. So it's not like just a story anymore. Now we have all these pieces of corroborative visual evidence that really need to be dissected. What's happened since we've done that is obviously a lot of people go in and they try to dismiss certain things because that's what they want to do. And there's no real voices of the people involved to stand up and say, well, hold on, you know, that's not how it went down. But I think that's going to change today.